We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will put toe to leather and will get started. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So hard to operate under these conditions. Running behind that left side. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Complete to start this drive. Turning on the Jets. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. They put the first points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Right on the money.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Picked off. What a way to set him up.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. On that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his tight end. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Makes it past the marker. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's loose. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And the try is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll go to the toss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Peoples. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The short hands, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. They go to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, a fourth down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. snagged out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand, finding an escape route. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Unloads it left. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. What a cut. Now he's loose. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
If you feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got a man, it's Graham. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over South Alabama. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. First play of the drive wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Smashes it with the stiff arm.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
On the snap, it's Peoples. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the Bruins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3-and-out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Peoples. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together.
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here we go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He'll try to take it back, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 21 to Vanderbilt. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air. It's Iamaleava looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Kemp. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple of yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Robinson. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Check. Set. Ready. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
UCLA.
Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. To the air, it's Iam, the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two.
Ohio State 45, UCLA 11.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Peoples. It's a seam wide open. Oh, a lot of space. Out the 30. Tag. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Iam Aliava bringing the heat. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
That's the end of the third quarter play. With the score, Ohio State 52, UCLA 11.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Second down.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Got the tight end outside. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and leave the clock.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll start this drive from the 42. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Donaldson. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw at St. Clair. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in, can't win by enough, got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Finding open areas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Kemp. He's got the two-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide-open receiver. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me.
Turning it on. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Porter. Made a defender miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. He's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Snap in the shotgun. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
UCLA.
After that disastrous first down, they're way back on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Bounced off his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. BYU is running away with this one, and they're just itching to ring that victory bell. They're up by 17 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the